Hello, little builders. Tonight, we're going to explore the wonderful world of Minecraft with a kind and resourceful friend named Steve. Steve is on a mission to build the best farm ever, raising cute animals and growing the finest crops to help villagers in need. This soothing sleep story will take you through Steve's exciting journey, helping you relax and drift off into a gentle, restful sleep. So, snuggle into your bed, find your favorite cozy blanket, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and let it out slowly. Feel your body relaxing as you listen to my calming voice. Imagine yourself in the blocky world of Minecraft, surrounded by lush fields, adorable animals, and friendly villagers. Now, let's begin our enchanting adventure with Steve. Remember to take deep breaths and let your mind and body relax as you listen. Sweet dreams, little builders. Steve decided it was time to start a new project in his Minecraft world. He had always loved the idea of building a farm where he could raise animals and grow crops to help the villagers. With his tools in hand, Steve set out to find the perfect spot for his new farm. After exploring the beautiful landscapes of Minecraft, Steve found an open, sunny meadow surrounded by trees and a clear stream running through it. It was the ideal place for his farm. Steve began to clear the land, preparing it for the exciting work ahead. Steve knew that he needed a cozy barn to shelter his animals. He gathered wood and built a sturdy barn with plenty of space for the animals to feel comfortable. The barn had big doors, soft hay beds, and warm light filtering through the windows. It was perfect. Next, Steve set out to find the cutest animals for his farm. He found friendly cows, sheep, pigs, and chickens in the nearby forests and fields. With gentle care, he led them back to the barn, where they quickly settled into their new home. Steve knew that a farm wasn't complete without a thriving garden. He tilled the soil and planted a variety of seeds, including wheat, carrots, potatoes, and melons. Steve watered the crops every day, watching them grow tall and strong under the warm Minecraft sun. To keep his animals safe and happy, Steve built strong fences around the barn and garden. The fences were high enough to keep out any wandering creatures and provided plenty of space for the animals to roam and play. The farm was becoming a haven of peace and joy. One day, Steve visited a nearby village to introduce himself to the villagers. They welcomed him warmly and were excited to hear about his farm. The villagers told Steve about their needs and how his farm could help them thrive. Steve felt a sense of purpose and determination to do his best. The crops in Steve's garden had grown beautifully, and it was time to harvest. Steve carefully picked the ripe vegetables and fruits, placing them in baskets. The garden was full of color and life, and Steve felt proud of his hard work. With baskets full of fresh produce, Steve visited the village again. The villagers were delighted to receive the gifts of food. They thanked Steve and shared stories of how the fresh crops would help their families. Steve felt a warm glow of happiness, knowing he was making a difference. Steve loved spending time with his animals. He fed them, brushed their fur, and made sure they were healthy and happy. The animals adored Steve, and they followed him around the farm, always eager for his attention and care. Steve decided to build a special coop for his chickens. He gathered wood and built a cozy coop with nesting boxes and plenty of space for the chickens to roam. The chickens were thrilled with their new home and laid plenty of eggs for Steve to collect. One day, a friendly cat wandered onto the farm. Steve named her Whiskers and welcomed her with open arms. Whiskers quickly became friends with the animals and helped keep the farm free of pests. Steve was grateful for his new furry friend. Steve decided to expand his garden to grow even more crops. He planted pumpkins, sugarcane, and beetroot. The garden flourished under Steve's care, providing a bountiful harvest for the villagers. The farm was thriving, and Steve felt a deep sense of satisfaction. To make his farm even more special, Steve built a charming windmill. The windmill stood tall and proud, its blades turning gently in the breeze. It added a touch of magic to the farm, and the villagers loved visiting to see it. The village children often visited Steve's farm to see the animals and play in the garden. Steve taught them how to care for the animals and grow crops. The children loved spending time on the farm, and their laughter filled the air with joy. One day, a friendly dog appeared at the farm. Steve named him Buddy and welcomed him into the family. Buddy quickly became friends with Whiskers and the other animals. He loved to play and help Steve with his chores. The farm felt even more complete with Buddy around. The villagers decided to host a community feast to celebrate Steve's farm and all it had provided. They set up tables in the village square and filled them with delicious food from the farm. The villagers, young and old, gathered to enjoy the feast, sharing stories and laughter. After the feast, Steve returned to his farm, feeling content and happy. He checked on the animals, making sure they were comfortable for the night. As the stars twinkled above, Steve sat by the stream, reflecting on the wonderful journey of building his farm. The village organized a harvest festival to celebrate the bounty of the farm. Steve decorated the farm with colorful banners and lights. The festival was filled with games, music, and delicious food. The villagers thanked Steve for his hard work and dedication. As the festival came to an end, Steve felt a sense of fulfillment and joy. He knew that his farm had made a positive impact on the village and brought happiness to many. With a heart full of gratitude, Steve looked forward to new adventures and challenges, knowing that his farm would always be a place of love and care. Good night, Steve. Sweet dreams.